Hello, good afternoon. My name is Nagin Kiran. So today I'm going to talk about occupational safety and health. Occupational safety and health, also commonly referred to as occupational health, is a multidisciplinary field concerned with the safety, health, and welfare of people of occupation. Second, these terms also refer to the goals of the field. So they are used in the sense of this article was originally an abbreviation of occupational safety and health program, department, and etc. Thirdly, occupational safety and health was introduced on April 28, 1971. The goal of the occupational safety and health program is to faster and safe and healthy occupational environment. Okay, lastly, as defined by the World Health Organization (WHO), occupational health deals with all aspects of health and safety in the workplace and has a strong focus on primarily prevention of hazard. That's all. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir. My name is Prakash Raja. I am from batch 18A. My matrix number is DEM03194041. So today I am going to talk about introduction about soil pollution. Soil pollution as a part of land degradation is caused by a presence of exorbitants, human-made, chemical or other allergen in the natural soil environment. It is typically caused by industrial activity, agriculture, chemical and improper disposal of waste. The most common chemical involved are petroleum hydrocarbons, polyester, aromatic hydrocarbons such as benzo and pyrene, solvent, peroxide, lead and other heavy metals. Containment is correlated with the degree of intoxication and integrity of chemical substance. The corner over soil optimization stems primarily from health risk from the direct contact with the contaminated soil vapor from the contaminated or from secondary contamination of water supplies within underlying the soil. Mapping of contaminated soil site are the resulting clean up are time consuming and expensive tasks requiring extensive amount of geology, hydrology, chemicalogy, computer modeling skill and GIS in environmental containment as well as appreciation of the historical of in chemistry.
Hi sir, my name is Arigation Analaki Kulevelu. I'm from batch 18A. My ID number is DM0519179. I'm an enforcement student from Newton College. Okay, today I want to present about importance of occupational safety and health management. Occupational safety and health (OSH) focuses primarily on protecting employees in the workplace from accidents, injuries, and exposure to harmful substances. Ia juga memberi tumpuan terutamanya kepada melindungi pekerja di tempat kerja dari kemalangan, kecederaan dan bahan berbahaya. Occupational safety and health (OSH) is also to prevent disease and deaths that are due to working conditions. Ia juga untuk mencegah penyakit dan kematian yang disebabkan oleh keadaan kerja. No one should have a sure job-related injury or disease because of their employment. Significant changes are constantly occurring in the workplace. For example, longer working hours. Dia orang macam mana? Lama bekerja kat sana lah. Lama-lama kerja lah. Occupational safety and health needs to be a top priority for the organisation to implement workplace health and safety measures for their employees. It is also mandatory by law to make sure that the employees are aware of all the safety measures. The occupational safety and health management system help you in managing safety and health norms in your company or organization. This system help in implementing laws and ensuring a safe environment for employees or workers. This system will help in reaching the goals set by the OSH policy. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Arvinder, DEM, batch 18A. I'm from Newton College. I will explain the main story of the occupational accident with the diagram. Map shows area where there is a soil pollution risk in China based on the identification of the 4,500 companies and 13 pollution industries. This include 3,998 state-controlled companies and 502 non-state controlled companies. There is a critical need in China for a superior arrangement and remediation for contaminated land. A 2013 overview of soil contamination tracked down that 60% of soil tests taken cross country did satisfy guidelines. As a rule, because a modern contamination in Hunan, a significant rice developing territory in South China, instead of cadmium solid rice were found in 2013 that specialists accused on contamination from mining and refining of the metal. China had present as two law or guidelines that apply to soil contamination. The 2015 Environmental Protection Law and the June 2016 Soil Pollution Action Plan. The polluter pays rule in the Environmental Protection Law is only that a general rule with no particular principles for execution. At the November 2016 gathering, Minister of Environmental Protection Chen Jing considered that as absence of explicit law and guidelines on soil contamination was a test for counteraction and treatment of the issue. A soil pollution law is being composed and draft might be distributed for this present year. Liu Jimei thinks this will be significant on the off change that it explains the brinky issue of doing out obligation. Second map. The map show is the level of risk from soil pollution in China based on location of 4,500 companies in key pollution industries over 700 industries zones. Friends of Nature of submitted option on over 30 different laws and regulations in recent years. Many of the group's suggestions have been adopted by bodies such as the Standing Committee of the National People Congress, the Ministry of Environmental Protection and the People's Supreme Count, but Friends of Nature and other groups have found that while it easy submit options, bringing public interest lawsuit remain difficult because of high court fees. If the environmental groups are required to pay court fee, it will until their appeal has been heard. But having lost the first hearing, they have to give serious their thought as to how they might be passed. Friends of Nature appeal ask for public interest lawsuit to be treated as a non-property dispute, which will limit cost fee of 50 to 100 yuan of USD 7 to $15. When compensation is a request, court fees are set as a percentage of the sum to be paid by the loser. A soil remediation firm employed by the Changzhou government estimated restoration of the site would cost 370 million yuan. The court fees were set at 0.5% of that, 1.89 million yuan. Ma Yong, Secretary General of China Biodiversity Conservation of Green Development Foundation, told China Dialogue that fees have not been finalized. Meanwhile, the organization is involved in a number of lawsuits and has set up crowd-funded environmental lawsuit support fund asking people to donate 2 yuan 30 cents to be used for this and other cases almost 50,000 yuan $7 to $250 has been raised so far. Alongside court fees, significant expenses, and also incorrect gathering and presenting evidence, the case are complex and lawyer fees easily hundreds of thousands of yuan. That's all. Thank you.
Hi sir, my name is Danishwaran Krishnan from batch 18A DEM 0519-024. So now I'm going to explain about the factors related to the case and the effect of the accidents. Okay, the first of all, almost 500 students at the Changzhou Foreign Language School suffer symptoms such as skin inflammations, eczema, and bronchitis after taking lesson at the school that had only been open for 6 months. Raising questions about what the school authorities know, the school was built close to the former furniture factory site, and the 400, which is a 2,066,100 dump, had been owned by the 3 chemical factories of this biggest was Changi Chemicals, and it already been investigated for breaching environmental regulations. And the second one is the activities after the accidents. On April 25, Chang Jing, Minister of Environmental Protection, said that long-awaited action plan for dealing with soil pollution will be released and employed this year, along with a detailed survey of soil pollution. That survey is still under discussion but will focus on agricultural land use, construction rather than industrial site, which remain neglected. China's efforts, which mirror the development of US superfarms, should address the current environmental law. A month later, the Changzhou immediately people court found against the plaintiff, leaving responsibility for restoration of the toxic land with the government. The fact that the plaintiff was charged crossed 1.89 million yuan, which is a US dollar 270,000 million in court. Cost also raised eyebrows. Under the Chinese legal system, the losing party must pay the court fees of the winner by a large.
Good morning to my beloved lecturer, Mr. Mio. I am Dashini Lechuman from DMH 18A. Personally, what I learned a lesson about the accident is 30 years of urbanization has seen China's urban communities grow to encompass manure and substance manufacturing plants that were initially worked a long way from human settlements. At the point when land costs rise, the production lines move, leaving hills of harmful earth behind them. Cleaning debased soil is famously troublesome. Concentrated and costly interaction and tidying up instantly desired destination can require years, if not many years. An absence of mindfulness encompassing the perils of soil contamination, frail enactment, and helpless execution where development regularly begins before ecological effect appraisal are supported, are keeping down progress. On April 25th, Chen Jining, Pastor of Nature Security, says that the hotly anticipated activity plan for managing soil contamination will be delivered and executed for these present years, alongside an itemized study of soil contamination. That overview is as yet being talked about, yet will zero in on rural land use development as opposite to mechanical locales which stay dismissed. China's endeavors, which reflect the improvements of US Superfund, should address the current natural laws. Thank you.
Next, I am going to talk about recommendations related to the accident. They got few solutions to solve the soil pollution problem. First one is 3R. 3R means reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce means is minimize the amount of the waste we create. Reuse refer to using item more than once. Recycle means putting a product to a new use instead of throwing it away. Rethink is about considering how our action affect the environment. So the next solution is reforestation. Reforestation is the natural intermination restocking of existing forests and woodland that have been depleted. usually toward reforestation but also after clear cutting. So the next solution is reduce deforestation. Deforestation, clear cutting and clearing is the removal of forest or stand of tree from land that is then converted to non-forest use. Deforestation can involve conversion of forest land to farms, ranches, or urban use. The most concentrated deforestation occurs in tropical rainforest. So we need to stop the deforestation to save the soil. We save the world together. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Hariprasanagi Tanambarani M041906A. I would like to talk about the conclusion about the soil pollution. As you can see, soil pollution is the end result of many activities and experiments executed via way of means of mankind which grow to be contaminating the soil. Industrial waste including dangerous gases and chemicals, agricultural pesticides, and fertilizer and pesticides are the maximum not unusual place reasons of the soil pollution. The others are lack of awareness closer to soil control and associated system, adverse and dangerous irrigation of practices, fallacious septic gadget and control and protection of the same, leakage from the sanitary sewage. There is a pressing one for a triad technique in the ecological chance of evaluation of infected soils. Generic soil screening stages are visual as a primary trial. Higher ranges of ecological chance evaluation should, however, comprise a few forms of site precise evaluation. It is moreover critical to arrange the numerous research in a framework of selection. This is gadget. This is obvious and beneficial of all stakeholders.